How's it going, Radical viewers? Getting Gaddy right back into it with Red Dead Redemption and the final Stranger mission, and mission overall. As Jack Marston, we are about to take some revenge, and boy howdy, is it ever so well deserved. So without further ado, let's close this chapter, shall we? Also, I love the fact I got my father's hat and my father's horse. Also, probably the only time I'm actually going to use the same horse throughout the entire game.
Hello, young man.
Hello.
Hello, sir. You work with the government? You one of them agents?
Sure, son. Why you ask?
Did you work with a man named Edgar Ross? I have something for him.
Edgar Ross. No, but well knew of him. A fine man if you wanted results. Won himself a chest full of medals. I think he went and retired about a year ago. Last I heard, him and his wife moved out to a cabin on Lake Don Julio. Lucky guy, getting to take it easy. He's fighting crime in this dump, that's for sure.
Well, thank you for the information, mister.
Far too satisfying this is going to be. Lake Don Julio. Lake Don Julio. That's flowers for a lady. That ain't what I want. And while we ride, I can gab and pander, as someone has come to call it. Pretty sure at this point that's the same guy that's just going through and disliking, well, basically being like the 1 to 3 dislikes on most of my videos, if not all of them.
Come on, fast! I knew the holidays would bring me to you.
What?
Everyone in Las Hermanas has been talking about you. I had to find you.
You did?
I sent this humble collection from the sisters. It's not much, but we hope it gives you sustenance.
Hello.
Okay.
Many thanks.
Thank you, I guess. What the hell did she just give me? She gave me something. Oh. Boy, that might have came in handy, much earlier. Anyway. Back to what we were doing. The vengeance and the murder. But no, Red Dead Redemption, I gotta say, coming back to it after all the time I've spent not playing it was interesting. I constantly recalled to the few times where it was like I was bored, I want something to play that wasn't like Mass Effect or what other freaking game, Dragon Age at the time, actually. And I just wanted to play something different. I remember it's like, oh wait, I have Red Dead Redemption. That was a fun game. Let me play that again. Like, I never not have fun in this game. It's weird, and even now, I still had a lot of fun, even though a lot of my weird views have changed quite a bit these days. I remember liking a lot more of the characters than I do when I played this, and you'll watch me play this. Like, Nigel's annoying, Seth is a creep, Irish is a funny guy on occasion, but not as often as I remembered him being. Like, really, Marshall A. Johnson and Landon Ricketts, pretty much the only 2 guys I actually like doing stuff for. The rest of them, I hope, die, and don't die well. Like, I don't know. Age has a weird thing about changing your views as you mature and you grow, and you'd be amazed what a decade can make a difference on your opinions on some things. It's trippy. But even despite all that, despite the fact that the cast and characters aren't quite as joyful to do stuff for as I remember, it's still a very fun game. Like, it was fun to come back to this and just be an old Western cowboy. And I hate saying this, but this makes me want to play Red Dead Redemption 2 again. Like, badly. That'd make my third playthrough on that game. God, the first time I beat it, it didn't take me a week, and frickin' I immediately just put it back in and played it again. And that's a session you'll see. I actually mentioned a few times in those videos, like, you know what's funny? This is my second time playing this game. First time I literally beat it within the first week, between episodes like 1 and 2 of that Grim Plays. I don't know why I like bringing that up so often. I think it's just because that game enamored me so bloody much, I didn't want to talk about it. I think the only game I ever had that struck me that hard to where I wanted to play it again immediately was Mass Effect 2. Yes, Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 3, not so much. Mass Effect 3 had, well, it was Mass Effect 3. That's also another game. I want to go back and try to finish the Dragon Age Let's Play, as long as that was, even at where I ended it.
Come on, fast!
And I want to try to get through that entire series. I still want to try an Assassin's Creed complete playthrough. That will take me frickin' ages. That'll probably be when I'm just fresh out of ideas and I got bored with Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which I don't think is that likely, as that game looks bloody amazing, and even Wildlands has still been tagging me back on there. I've still been playing Wildlands on and off. I don't know. The future of this channel, it's going somewhere. I'm not sure where just yet. But then again, the entire reason I made this channel is to share kind of like moments like this, where, as strange as it might be, playing this video game where I'm literally on a vengeance kick about to go murder the man that killed my character's father, I am having this nice, leisure, peaceful ride through this countryside. That, if you remove the cactus, reminds me of my home back in Wyoming, and that makes me sad because I want to be back in Wyoming. Washington State's a beautiful place, but my god, the people here are interesting. Like, diversely interesting, too. Be it politics or ideals. It's insane here. Look at my little, tiny, little small town. I've got... Trying to talk politics is literally one of the most dangerous things you can do, because the good news is half the room will agree with you and actually want to talk about it. The other half will, want to shoot you dead in the streets for even mentioning it. Yeah, I live in a very fun part of Washington. Oh, look, we're here. Good, I get to kill somebody. I really do come off like a psychopath sometimes now that I hear myself. I said, let's kill this man. Because why not? He's a scumbag. He deserves it. He killed my daddy.
Just passing through, are you?
No, I'm here for a reason. Who are you? You someone important?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hello, young man.
Hello.
Hi.
What are you doing out here? Are you out visiting the lake with your family?
No, ma'am.
No.
I was looking to deliver a letter to Edgar Ross.
That husband of mine. That bureau just won't get its talons out of him, even though he's retired. Edgar gave them some of the best years of his life. They ought to let him retire in peace. They'll not rest till they've killed him with worry, and he's such a sensitive man. I'm sorry, I shouldn't get so angry. I don't suppose any of this is your fault. There's no need to worry about him nowadays.
Well, where is he?
He and his brother Philip went hunting on the south side of the San Luis River. Be careful crossing over. They were saying it was dangerous.
I sure will, ma'am. And don't worry about a thing. I'm sure your husband will be just fine.
Until I find him.
I thought you wanted to speak to Ed.
Things not gonna be so fine. What is with you, Eustace? My god, what? Fire bad? Are you Frankenstein's monster now? Right, because this likes to just kind of jerk you all the way along, all the way into Mexico. Back to the Gab. As to what I think I might be doing after this Grim plays. I mean, I am going to have some time to think about it, thankfully. I'll have basically the entire weekend to think about it when I'm not doing the Legends of the West or uploading the frickin' D&D stuff, which is already pre-recorded, so I don't even have to worry about that. Oh, by the way, for those that enjoy Avarice of the Halfcast, there's no video for that for this week or next week, I believe. One of our players is having personal things, so we kind of just opted because we're, like, right there at a new boss fight. Just kind of wait it out until he's available, and then we're going to hit it with full force. Fun fact, the DM for that game actually playtests... I'm screwing you, wolves. Actually playtests all the boss fights with our player characters. And there's been an interesting development we found out. Apparently, our Paladin Warlock in every single boss fight test has died. But has never actually, like, died when the real boss fight comes and he's actually playing his character. It's weird. I don't get it. Like, it's like a common running joke now. It's like... Every time we're going up to a boss fight, we actually ask the DM if he playtested it. It's like, yeah, I playtested it. It's like, oh, let me guess, Merrick died. You're like, yeah, Merrick died.
Go! Let's go!
No, pretty sure that's Fort Mercer again. We already did Fort Mercer. At least I think it's Fort Mercer. Yes, it is Fort Mercer. Yep, already did that. We're not doing that again. God, the music in this game, too. Like... classic spaghetti western. God, this makes me want to play Red Dead Redemption 2 again. Maybe I should do that. Like, I mean, I got a couple other ideas, but part of me wants to do, like, a Jackass playthrough. Like, because my Arthur Morgan that playthrough was probably, like, the kindest frickin' soul I ever, well, attempted to play in any of the video games I've done for this channel. Every other frickin' game I played, I'm an absolute jackass. Oh, check out the Dragon Age stuff. I am an absolute jackass in that, and I voice my own character in that for fun. I'm constantly sarcastic. Let me see if I can get that save working. Oh, come on. I'm doing something.
Easy.
Let me guess. Damn! Yeah, green as hell.
With my horse.
Yeah, tell me how that worked for you, girl. No. You don't get to run away. You do not get to run away after doing that.
This is too easy. I'm sorry, ma'am.
Now, we get to see how karma treats you. I want to leave you there. Much like the last person who tried to steal my horse from me. And if you're lucky, someone will come along and cut you free. If you're an attractive woman, you'll probably get lucky. Hey, look, there's a wagon right there. They'll probably cut you free. If I see you again, though, I'm going to shoot you in the face. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Most games, I'm an absolute jackass. Like my weird Fallout bit videos that I did, thinking that I was gonna catch on and be amazing. I really enjoyed those videos too, but my god, they took so much work and effort to do the stuff I did in some of those. Like, that's another game I kind of want to revisit at some point. Fallout 4 is a fun game. I wish it was done maybe just a little bit, I don't want to say better, per se, but differently, you know? Like, Fallout 4 is a fun game. Don't get me wrong. But it's not 3, and it's definitely not New Vegas, you know? Like, I don't know another way of describing that. Anyway, it looks like we're here, so, let's go ahead and murder this man.
Come on, fast!
In cold blood. Just like he did my daddy. Oh, Edgar.
How do you do?
You don't look like Edgar. You're not Edgar.
Hey there, mister. How's the hunting?
Oh, pretty good, son. Got me a few rabbits, coyote, elk. Still looking for some trophies for the parlor.
I've got a letter here for Edgar Ross. You know him? I heard he was down in these parts with his wife.
Of course I know him, he's my brother. Gone down river, duck hunt. Must be a pretty important letter to have come all this way.
I'd say.
Yes, sir. Real important. I'll be on my way home as soon as I deliver this message.
You best be off then. Just don't get on his bad side. He's got a filthy temper.
I wouldn't say as bad as Jack's currently.
Back here for a while.
Let's go say hi and murder this man with the exact same gun he gave our daddy. Because I think that's poetic and funny. Oh, Edgar. Edgar. I got a present for you. They even made a song about it. You ever hear a bullet with your name on it? What WWE superstar had that as his intro song? I swear one of them did. Eh? No habla español, señor. The hell was that? You know, maybe it would have been faster if I just rode my horse. Oh, wow. The duck hunting must be good. I'm going to enjoy this far too much.
Excuse me. You Edgar Ross?
Do I know you?
Forgive me for startling you, sir. I have a message for you. My name is Jack Marston. You knew my father.
I see. I remember your father.
I bet you do.
I've come for you, Ross.
And you, boy, have sure shit found me.
You killed my father.
Your father killed himself with the life he lived.
You killed him. I saw you.
You keep saying that.
Mm-hmm.
You sent him to do your dirty work. Then you shot him like a dog.
And I'll shoot you like one too, you little piece of trash. Now get out of here before I kill you as well.
I ain't going nowhere, old man.
God, wouldn't it suck if I lost? I don't... Thank you, I know how to do this now. With the same gun he gave John. Oh, man. You know, for all the stuff that Rockstar usually gets pitch crap about, like, some of their labor issues you may have heard about, especially coming from, oh, I don't know, a wonderful title called LA Noire. And, actually Red Dead Redemption 2 supposedly had a couple of reports, but most of that was just kind of like, I want to say in-jokes, but honestly, freaking overworking your people with no pay and stuff like that, that's no laughing matter. That's trash for a company to do.
A dead man's
Like, Rockstar, no storytelling. I mean, hell, they took Red Dead Revolver, which is supposed to be like a rail western shooter, and gave it a story that, granted, kind of cookie cutter, but honestly, it worked and it was fun. Which just ballooned into this, which at that point, Rockstar had already made Grand Theft Auto 3, San Andreas, Manhunt. That was an interesting one. Oof. And have shown that their writers pretty good about story. Very good. And they only continue to get better. Like, LA Noire was an interesting beast in itself, and yeah, free roam my butt, mostly linear. But it had an intriguing story that touched on some real world matters, like the Black Dahlia murder, which surprised the hell out of me. Like, I knew about it, I'd done some curious research into it just because it's one of those things I saw movies about, I want to look up and stuff like that. Tying that into that, honestly, really well done. And they told it in such a way to where their version is actually about as believable as any other rumor I've heard about who the actual killer was. Did they ever solve that murder? I don't remember. It's been a while since I looked at that. But that freaking Red Dead Redemption 2, their latest bloody hits, goddamn amazing. Like, it really just rips at your heart at the end to a ridiculous degree. Grand Theft Auto 5 was kind of hit and miss for me, though. It's fun, don't get me wrong. The story is interesting and intriguing, and it has your attention, but I wouldn't say it's like up to par with some of the other stuff they've had. Like, it kind of felt like the story was there if you wanted it, but it wasn't really like a real good, solid reason to be playing the game. I mean, let's face it, if you're playing Grand Theft Auto 5, you're not playing it because you want the story, you're playing it because it's Grand Theft Auto and it's fun. Red Dead Redemption 2, on the other hand, it's like, I don't know, it just hit me. It was insane. It was a great game. And for those that are curious, yes, by all means, you can just end the video right here if you don't want to hear me gab for like the next, I don't know, 5 minutes of credits. This is just my usual thing. I kind of get my thoughts about a game I just finished for the Grim Plays, and I'm like, here's my opinion about it. I play it for a reason. I show you all me playing it for a reason, because I thought it was good. I recommend it. Even for an older game, Red Dead Redemption still holds up pretty damn well. I mean, yeah, some of the stuff is obviously dated, but it's still a Rockstar game with Rockstar gameplay mechanics, so if you have played Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead Redemption 2 for some reason before this, because canon timelines, I don't know, people come with weird reasons. Like, you can jump into it, learn it pretty quickly, and have fun with it. And I still say that, yeah, like some of the comments I catch on these videos, like, nah, if Arthur Morgan was in place of John Marston, half this crap would be finished in far less time, because Arthur probably would have just lost patience and shot him by then. Like, before they had a chance to even backstab him. Like, I don't think Edgar Ross honestly would have been much of a problem. But Arthur died a hero's death, and I can respect that. But back onto the topic of what's coming after this for the channel. I got a couple ideas in mind. Gun is one of them, though I'm hesitant to revisit that game because I remember having decent memories, but not too fond memories of that game. Call of Juarez Bound in Blood, though, I remember having a blast with. We might be doing that one next. Just until September 30th, maybe earlier than that, depending on how the beta is for Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which is our next big thing. And hopefully it won't turn out like The Division 2, where I blew through everything so damn fast, and the content took so frickin' long to come out, and when it did come out, it was... sad? And kinda depressing? Yeah, if you haven't noticed, I kinda dropped The Division 2, like, a long time ago. It's a fun game, but there's just not enough there. And a lot of stuff that is there requires you to be part of major big old clans so you can do the raid and do this other stuff. And they did recently release a bunch of the new specializations I kind of want to check out. Or at least the minigun one, apparently. Which I really want to check out, because it's a minigun. And I had so much fun with the grenade launcher in that game. And I really hope they finally patched it so I can actually find ammo for those bloody things. Ugh. But honestly, The Division 2, yeah, it's a fun game. It just kind of fell with the old Ubisoft trope of where they released what they had, but it wasn't the finished product, you know? I mean, they did it with Ghost Recon Wildlands. How long was it before we finally got PvP for that game when it was promised, like, oh, in the next month we're going to release the PvP for this game. Awesome. Okay, so you release a DLC, Narco Road, which is garbage. Okay, where's the PvP? Oh, we had to push that back. Okay, great. When are we going to see it? Oh, probably next couple of weeks. Now, a month down the line, I think they finally released it alongside Fallen Ghost, though I can't remember the time frame of that too well. I just remember it taking so damn long that, honestly, the only saving grace I had for the game at the time was Fallen Ghost, which was an excellent DLC for Ghost Recon Wildlands. And there are little trickles of content here and there, new game modes, ghost mode, and such. Breathed enough life back into the game where I came back to it and had a blast. I'm hoping The Division 2 has that too. I hope they do the same thing with that, so I can eventually come back to it and find a whole new world of fun to have on it, and maybe do more videos on. Or not, maybe it'll be dead in the water for years and years on end like its predecessor, Division 1, and eventually it'll be completely fixed and everyone will suddenly realize the game exists and it was fun before, but now it's actually working fun. I don't know. Long ass credit sequence, dear sweet lord. No game testers. But that's basically plans and ideas for the future of the channel. Probably Call of War as Bound in Blood, just kind of as my little scapegoat to keep with the Western theme for as long as we can before Ghost Recon Breakpoint comes out, and then everything's going to kind of swap over to the modern shooters then. And I was initially kind of worried about how I'm going to do the outfit tutorial videos for that game. I'm less worried about that now for very good reasons. I can't talk about it. NDAs are a bitch, sadly. But I can say this, I have some wicked hope, and I know that much like they did with Wildlands, they're only going to add more and more to it, so I'm going to have more and more to play with and work with. And Lord knows, Wildlands, even its base form, had a lot for me to work with, where I was just bored and making crap left and right. I made Soap McTavish from Modern Warfare, I made Ghost from Modern Warfare. Made Solid Snake from, well, not Solid Snake, I guess Naked Snake. Big Boss, basically, from Metal Gear Solid 3. There was a wealth of stuff in Wildlands for me to just screw around with and play with, from weapons, outfits, customization options, face paints. I could make damn near anything I could think of. About the only thing I really couldn't make spot on was, Snake's Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear Solid 2 outfits all that well. Mostly because there wasn't really like a skin-tight wetsuit kind of thing option. They did give me the stealth bandana though, which I was really happy to see. Nice little homage to the stealth genre competitor for the modern day. Oh, Metal Gear, how I am so sad at what happened to you in the end. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, was an excellent game. And it kills me every day to know that it is unfinished. All because Konami wanted it out. Konami wanted to rush it, even though that Kojima had an entire other chapter planned for it, where we saw what happened to Eli and Metal Gear Philanthropist on an island in the middle of nowhere. God, that ticks me off. Thank God someone released, like, the... I don't know what to call it. The unfinished CGI footage for, like, the ending cutscene of that chapter, where we see Snake and Eli after the boss fight with Philanthropist, the final boss fight that was supposed to happen in the game. So, I guess I got some closure out of that, but it's like, I want to see it for myself! The weird thing is, even though the faces aren't animated or anything, it actually worked really well because they're constantly wearing gas masks. And the only thing you really notice is the fact they're not blinking. And when Eli takes the gas mask off and you see that his lips aren't moving. Yeah. For those that played the game and haven't seen that yet, go look it up. It brings closure. That man's gun. Oh, are we done with the credits now? Can I stop talking? Thank you. Lord almighty. Is his body still down there? Oh, it is. Hold on. We're not done yet. I am not done with you yet. First off, I'm going to unload every bullet I have in every gun on the... Well, not in every gun, but definitely in this. Because I am not quite satisfied as much as I thought I was yet. Eh, it's going too slow. What else do I got? Oh, I got dynamite. Let's do that. That's not the way to end this. Methinks me... Hold on. Now I gotta test that. Is that actually what happened? This can't be right. Hold on. Where's that fuse hit? There's about that much fuse left when it blows up. Oh, that ticks me off. Anyway, that all said, that's it for this series. As usual, I hope you all enjoyed. And if you all did enjoy, a great way of showing your support is by liking the video, subscribe to the channel, and by all means, share it with your friends. Over the weekend, I'll probably throw up a vote. Call of War is Bound in Blood, Gun, because people have requested that before. And frankly, if you guys want, I'm willing to take suggestions in the comments of this too, if you have the patience to reach the end of this video. I mean, it's only 30 minutes. It's my usual run of videos. You can get to this point, right? That all said, though, once again, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for joining me on this nostalgic ride through the Old West. That all said, till next time, kids, take care now. Bye-bye then. I kind of want to blow myself up with dynamite again for fun. Catch y'all later.